day, everybody. Good day and welcome. Welcome, one and all, to the 2023 State of the City. So please make your way to your seats. We're going to have a wonderful program today and a delightful meal. And most of all, we have camaraderie. What a great turnout. Big round of applause for the great turnout. Thank you so much. So I have a few introductions before we kick the program off, but to begin, I would like to ask if everyone would please stand for the posting of the colors and then the national anthem. And today we're very proud that the Scottsdale Police and Fire Departments will be posting the colors. Thank you, guys. Thank you to the Scottsdale Police and Fire Departments. Please be seated. Please be seated. Well, we couldn't put on such an amazing event with such a great opportunity to bring everybody together without our very generous and gracious sponsors. And we've got several. Thank you all so much for supporting the Scottsdale State of the City. To begin with, our presenting sponsor, I'm very proud to announce Honor Health. Thank you so much, Honor Health. Very grateful. And today we're going to hear a few words from Honor Health, represented by the Vice President of Community and Government Affairs and the Vice Chair of the Scottsdale Area Chamber of Commerce. You know her, you love her, Michelle Pattis.
Thank you for that introduction, Mark. What a great day to be in Scottsdale with the sun shining and amongst so many friends that love living in Scottsdale as much as we all do. So as the largest employer and healthcare provider in the city of Scottsdale, Honor Health is so pleased to have a shared history that spans more than 60 years with the city of Scottsdale and the Chamber of Commerce. In 1962, the one-story city of Scottsdale opened just across the street from where we stand today, serving the growing needs of a community of 10,000 people. Today, Honor Health includes 6 acute care hospitals, a rehab hospital, a behavioral health hospital, nearly 200 primary care locations, 24 urgent cares, and a world-class research institute. Honor Health is especially proud of the community benefit we provide every day, which totals more than $400 million per year in value to the community. That includes our Desert Mission Food Bank, that provides food to the Granite Reef Senior Center right here in Scottsdale, and our partnership with NOAA, which provides healthcare to our underserved communities. Honor Health also operates a unique military partnership program and simulation training center that provides medical training to all branches of the U.S. military, as well as first responders with a specific focus on battlefield and trauma medicine. Thousands have trained right here in Scottsdale, Arizona, and been deployed around the world, saving lives and protecting freedom across the world. I also want to take a moment to recognize the very special relationship our hospitals and healthcare providers have with our first responders. During the last several years of COVID, our systems have weathered the ultimate challenges, stress of a global pandemic. Honor Health and Scottsdale Fire saw one of the first patients with COVID in the state in 2020 and only grew stronger from there. Who knew that traffic management at the waste management would ultimately help inform the COVID distribution site for Honor Health? Partnerships we have with Scottsdale Fire, Scottsdale Police, and Scottsdale Emergency Management benefit our community each and every day. We'd like to take a moment and ask Chief Shannon and Chief Walther to stand so that we can thank our first responders and your continuing partnerships. Our history, our present, and our future are intertwined with the city of Scottsdale and its residents. As we stand in the vibrant downtown today, it's hard to believe that nearly 20 years ago, businesses were fleeing and downtown was struggling. To this day, Honor Health is extremely proud of our resolution to stay in the downtown area and serve the community. Our $90 million investment in the Osborne campus at the time helped spark a revitalization of downtown Scottsdale. Our investments in the community have only continued since then. Honor Health is excited to be a part of the continued economic growth of Scottsdale and recently acquired 48 acres of state trust land at Hayden and the 101. We are committed to working with the city of Scottsdale, business leaders, and others to ensure that this land is developed in a manner that is responsible and sustainable. Honor Health is prepared to care for this community for the next 60 years beyond. As we look forward into 2023, so many projects and exciting opportunities lie ahead. We are moving forward with a special medical and fitness campus at the Pima Center and a cardiovascular center of excellence at our Shea campus. As an organization, we will keep looking for ways to fulfill our mission to improve the health and well-being of those we serve and provide innovative solutions to address identified community health needs. Speaking of health and wellness, Honor Health was proud to sponsor the first Blue Zones assessment in Arizona last year with the city of Scottsdale. Over 250 stakeholders participated in a site visit that included a kickoff event, focus groups, and tours of Scottsdale's amazing natural assets like the McDowell Sonoran Preserve and the Greenbelt. Blue Zones communities around the world have taught us that the key to longevity and quality of life comes from an environment that promotes total well-being, that supports healthy individual habits, and that includes purposeful community policies and resources. This assessment told us Scottsdale is well positioned to be a certified Blue Zones community and a journey to be one of the healthiest places to live and to be a model to show how improvement is possible. Thank you in advance to some of our Blue Zones partners that are here with us today. Exciting announcements to come in the new year. Our community is strong in part due to the leaders of Scottsdale that have paved the way since Winfield Scott founded our place as a city of health and healing. We are so thankful to Mayor Ortega and the Scottsdale City Council members who will lead our community into the future. City Manager Jim Thompson and the city staff that do incredible work every day. We are thankful to work with you and partner with you to improve the health of our community. All of us at Honor Health are honored to care for you and be a part of this community. Our extraordinary team members go beyond every day to make sure you receive the very best care possible. We are so proud of our talented, caring professionals, and we feel a tremendous sense of responsibility and joy for your healing. We look forward to working and caring for you all for many years to come. Thank you.
Very much, Michelle. Thank you. So I'm trying to get used to this little lavalier mic on because it just, and Rachel Sacco's up here laughing because I can't decide whether I feel more like Garth Brooks or a couple things I'm working on. I'm trying not to talk to myself, which I do normally, and I'm trying not to sing songs because I do that normally too. So if you start hearing me break into song and I'm not on stage, just go with it. Just go with it. I want to, again, thank our gracious sponsors, and we have several gold sponsors that I wanted to recognize, and you'll see them up on the screens here, but just to thank them all very, very much. Arizona State University, love you guys, thanks so much. ASU, absolutely. Barry Riddell, thank you much, John Barry, and your team, thank you very much. Withy Morris, Jason Morris, best dressed guy in Scottsdale, thank you for being here. Also, Riot Hospitality Group. Ryan, thank you so much for you and your team. And all the work you're doing in Scottsdale. And of course, the city of Scottsdale. What a great partnership we have with the city of Scottsdale. Thank you. And then we have a number of silver sponsors also, and our silver sponsors, naturopathic specialists, Soul Flower, thank you, yeah, absolutely, and New Gen Business Solutions, Rick Kostopoulos and his team, thank you so much, very much appreciate it. And that's just a few of the sponsors. We've got many table sponsors that are here. Thank you, sincere thank you for being here today, filling the table. You know, it's interesting, we were talking about all the, dignitaries that were going to be here. Frankly, everybody in this room is a dignitary, and we're so grateful for your commitment to this community, your commitment to the quality of life, and we're just grateful to have you here today. Also, today, some of the proceeds from today's events are going to go to Partners for Paiute. So, Partners for Paiute, I think you got a table here. Thank you very much. And you got a QR code there. If you want to scan that, that'll take you to Partners for Paiute. That organization does amazing work providing very important social services, a myriad of social services, to some very worthwhile individuals in our community, and we're very grateful for Partners for Paiute, so we're grateful to make that donation today. But take a look at the QR code, take a look, and learn a little bit about them, and maybe how you may get involved and continue to support Partners for Paiute. We're very, very grateful for them and the work that they do. Also, we have a number of elected officials here today, and we're grateful for those that are joining us. We've got them listed up on the screens here. A big round of applause for our elected officials. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. And I have to give a shout out, a thank you and a welcome to President Martin Javier from the Salt River Pima Maricopa Indian Community. President Javier, thank you so much. Thank you for being here, and congratulations on your inauguration. Also, we've got, turns out there's a city council in Scottsdale, and so I'm very grateful to welcome those members of the council, and I'd like to name them each, and if you wouldn't mind standing after I name, and then we'll just give a big round of applause for everybody, if you don't mind. So first, Councilmember Caputi, Tammy Caputi, thank you for being here. Councilmember Betty Janik. Councilmember Kathy Littlefield, Councilwoman Solange Whitehead, Vice Mayor Tom Durham, and new to the dance, Councilmember Barry Graham. Barry, big round. Thank you all for your service and your leadership. Very, very grateful and very appreciative of the time and the work that you do. Also, I have to give a shout out to the Scottsdale Area Chamber of Commerce leadership, and I'd like to recognize our board chair, Mr. Matt Benson. Matt, thank you. And another shout out to Michelle Pavis, our vice chair. Michelle, thank you. And I got to bring a moment to say, can I ask all the board members of the Scottsdale Area Chamber of Commerce to please stand? Thank you for your untold hours and service to the community and to the chamber. Now I would say it's a great partnership between the chamber and the city. Very grateful. The staff of the city has been remarkably helpful, and David Simmons, the chief of staff, and Isla Morales, and of course the rest of the team, Kelly Corset, and the chamber team. A big round for the chamber team, Ann Deasy, and the team, Erica Acorn. They're all here. Thank you so much. Great partnership and great collaboration. Matter of fact, you might have a rumor that the chamber does a lot of ribbon cuttings. So be it. And I'll say that there's really not a ribbon cutting that I don't have the pleasure to welcome Mayor Ortega and or members of the council as well. So thank you for that partnership. And we work very closely with the economic development team and the tourism team, as well as public safety. So greatly appreciate that partnership. Next, I'd like to introduce our Poet Laureate for the City of Scottsdale. Lois Roma Deely will come up and give some reflections on the day. Lois?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for inviting me today, and thank you to everyone who made this day possible. It is my privilege and my honor to represent Scottsdale as Poet Laureate, a place that honors the arts and is as I'm fond of saying, in itself a poem in the making. The West has long captured the imagination of Americans, and Scottsdale, the westmost western town, with its sweeping mountains, distinctive architecture, ancient rock petroglyphs, scenic waterways and canals, mystic deserts, as well as its deep cultural ties, is a place rich in poetic possibilities and poetic inspiration. And as such, I'd like to offer you this poem written specifically for this occasion. On the Solari Bridge during a solar noon, we stand on this expanse of concrete and steel, which covers the narrow waterway near the plaza in the middle of the city that you, my friend, have come to call home. Nearby, storekeepers sweep sidewalks clean, wiping away the aftermath from last night's storm. Tourists point to every cactus they see: Acatillo, saguaro, cholla. Suddenly, here on the bridge, sunlight pours through a small opening between two sets of pylons, casting a shaft of light to guide us. This blue earth is alive. Bronze bells ring out in wonder. We walk heel to toe across the shadow line. Down Main Street, the city trolley turns a corner into Old Town. Though our journey takes but a moment, we feel its gravity. Beneath our feet, water flows. Converging voices sing to us. Above us, the sun burns a hole in the sky. Now, in this place, we linger. Such is the timelessness of our desert lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Lois. That was beautiful. Appreciate it very much. Yeah, be careful watching that. Another hand for Lois, and what a great reflection that she offered us today. What a great way to kick off the program. Also, as Lois was giving those reflection thoughts, she mentioned the westmost western town. Obviously, that's our long-standing moniker. We've come a long way from being the westmost western town, and a wonderful brand that we'll hear more about as the day progresses. But I have to give a shout out to the Scottsdale cowboy that's up there on the step and repeat in the corner. If you haven't seen that iconic symbol that was originally from the Scottsdale Area Chamber of Commerce, and now the city is maintaining that and keeping that forward, get a photo op with the cowboy before you leave today. Mayor David Ortega took office in January of 2021 as the 12th mayor of Scottsdale. He focused in his campaign and in his work day to day on promoting public safety, well-being, and maintaining family-friendly neighborhoods, protecting the McDowell-Sonoran Preserve, and strengthening Scottsdale's world-class and renowned reputation. And we're so very grateful for that. A long advocate for equality, Mayor Ortega led public outreach, formulation, and the passage of an anti-discrimination ordinance by the City Council to ensure that Scottsdale remains a livable and economically vibrant city for all. Over the course of 4 decades, and as an Arizona architect, Mayor Ortega has designed many landmark buildings around the valley, and most specifically here in Scottsdale. We're very grateful for his incredible talent. He spent most of his life helping shape Scottsdale's unique sense of place. And today we get to hear his update and his vision. Please welcome Mayor Ortega.
Thanks, Mark.
Go get him.
Good afternoon, and what a beautiful crowd we have here. Thank you for coming out. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Scottsdale Area Chamber of Commerce, for hosting today. Thank you, Honor Health, our title sponsor, and of course, thank you to Lois for your inspiring poem. Scottsdale is amazing. Scottsdale is synonymous with high expectations. Whether you're here for a day trip, a vacation, convention, wellness treatment, or stay for the rest of your life. Above all, Scottsdale is the destination we call home, where neighbors raise families, where schools draw friends for life, where thousands of volunteers greet and bring services citywide, where careful design planning balances with the desert environment so residents, schools, businesses, and hospitals can grow together successfully. The city of Scottsdale fulfills high expectations. I'm proud to say that our city council, charter officers, and over 2,400 city employees work diligently to fulfill high expectations year-round. Scottsdale is the destination for prime-time events. Our Western hospitality is world-renowned, home to over 100 art galleries, exciting nightlife, live entertainment venues, Arabian farms, and horse culture. Scottsdale Fashion Square is the best regional shopping center, and one-of-a-kind shopping is found only in Old Town. Early on, Scottsdale was known for healthy, fresh air and sunshine. We became a major healthcare destination as Honor Health became the largest employer. The city of Scottsdale and Honor Health work together with Blue Zones to provide holistic life choices, recreational body conditioning for long life, and for a healthier community. Wellness and healthcare truly do gravitate to Scottsdale. Homegrown traditions like Parada del Sol keep our Western spirit alive. Over 40,000 enjoyed the Parada last year, and we expect more entries and more spectators every year. Western Spirit, Scottsdale's Museum of the West, affiliated with the Smithsonian, just received a $12 million cash gift to double exhibit space. Scottsdale is truly the West's most western town, and we have a great museum to prove it. Scottsdale Arts created Canal Convergence, which draws 300,000 to the canal, where water, art, and people converge, and Scottsdale opens the holiday season along with Scottsdazzle. Canal Convergence and Scottsdazzle, I got to get used to saying Scottsdazzle, spread holiday cheer in Old Town. Internationally acclaimed Barrett-Jackson, the world's greatest collector car auction, surpassed $200 million in sales last year. And Barrett-Jackson will introduce new generations of collectors here in Scottsdale. Over 50 Scottsdale-based Arabian equestrian farms compete with national and international champions at the Scottsdale Arabian Horse Show at Westworld. It is the largest Arabian show in the world. 2,400 Arabians vie for over $4 million in prize money and champion trophies. Westworld also hosts the largest quarter horse show in the West. The Phoenix Open, held at TPC Scottsdale, sets golfing attendance records year after year. Scottsdale is expert at managing safety and enhancing fan enjoyment. Generations, young and old, flock to Scottsdale Stadium, where the Scottsdale Charros host San Francisco Giants spring training. The Giants are always among the leaders in Cactus League attendance, and spin-off revenue keeps Old Town businesses thriving. And the Charros contribute millions of dollars to local charities. These annual events propel us this year into the most epic event season in the history of Scottsdale. The foresight and meticulous planning, which brings Scottsdale to the world stage, brings excellence every day. Excellence made possible by City of Scottsdale employees who listen, plan, leverage resources, inform, protect, and produce results for our residents, the businesses, and our guests. Yes, Scottsdale's reputation ranks high among all cities. Scottsdale maintains a AAA bond rating, highest in Arizona, and for 50 consecutive years, Scottsdale earned the Municipal Financial Excellence Award. Through recessions, disruptions, a pandemic, and inflationary periods, Scottsdale exceeds financial expectations. 44 city parks, the McDowell-Sonoran Preserve, and Indian Bend altogether offer twice the open space per resident than any other city in Arizona. Scottsdale's high-performance, full-service businesses generate over 12% of the gross sales tax revenue here in Maricopa County. Scottsdale Police is dually accredited, and Scottsdale Fire are fully equipped, expertly trained, and always vigilant. There are numerous other accolades, but I have to mention Scottsdale is also the top dog-friendly city in the USA. Yes, a national study recognized Scottsdale for our pet-friendly merchants, pet services, shaded walkways in Old Town, running trails, and of course, our off-leash dog parks. 7 out of 10 households have a dog companion. Scottsdale is ready to host ESPN's Super Bowl 57 coverage at the historic Old Town ESPN Main Street Tailgate. For 1 week leading up to kickoff, ESPN will broadcast live next to the Rusty Spur, showcasing our Western heritage, surrounded by one-of-a-kind shops, award-winning restaurants, and galleries with vibrant nightlife, all framed by our gorgeous Arizona sunsets. Just hours before kickoff, the final round of the Phoenix Open will captivate golf fans. The greatest show on grass brings 1 million fans to Scottsdale, and the week of telecast draws millions more viewers worldwide. What's more exciting? A game-winning Super Bowl drive in the last minute? Or stepping into the Thunderdome, the 16th hole, and its 20,000 roaring fans needing a birdie with the tournament on the line. Sure, Scottsdale can handle regional and national world-class events, but really, there is no off-season for excellent city services every day in our neighborhoods and business districts. Scottsdale employees are great people doing great things. We strive to fulfill our mission, simply better service for a world-class community. Let's take a look at our employees on the job. Yeah. Well, as you see, we don't take ourselves too seriously, but we definitely take our jobs very seriously. Scottsdale employees deliver the highest possible level of service every day for you. And Scottsdale voters raised expectations even higher by approving bonds for citywide transportation, public safety, recreation, infrastructure, and civic center amenities. The newly renovated Civic Center campus, which unveils in phases this weekend, is the spine of Old Town. From the Scottsdale Stadium to joyful, kid-friendly play areas outside the Civic Center Library, to the iconic love sculpture at City Hall, new outdoor stages near the Scottsdale Center for the Performing Arts, walk past the Little Red Schoolhouse Museum, along tree-shaded pathways to Main Street in historic Old Town. You can saunter through Main Street galleries, then go north on Fifth Avenue, brimming with one-of-a-kind shopping and cool dining along the Canal Promenade to Solstice Park. Walk across the Solari Bridge and find over 270 stores and venues in Fashion Square. Truly, the renewed Scottsdale Civic Center is the heart of Old Town and lassos the soul of Scottsdale for days of walkable enjoyment. The Civic Center campus features over 140 new trees, water conservation turf, desert-tolerant xeriscape, and plenty of shade for family fun. You can preview the park this weekend during the Arizona Classic Car Show. And in April, do not miss the Scottsdale Jazz Festival featuring spectacular jazz musicians produced by Doc Jones. We raise expectations through continuous improvement by investing in our community. Civic Center is one example. Here are some others. The Bell 94 Sports Complex is open for local soccer and rugby teams and is ideal for regional and national tournaments. Our portfolio of new parks includes Ashler Hills with pickleball courts and DC Ranch Park, and a new voter-approved off-leash dog park at Thompson Peak, which will begin construction this year. Council authorized design and fast-track construction of a new police and fire department training facility, and information technology is being upgraded citywide. The Real-Time Crime Information Center will be able to react within seconds for our safety. There are many more community projects under construction to report on next year, but private investment is also soaring. At the Scottsdale Airport, the new $11 million runway will serve us for decades. Our airport is the premier aviation touchpoint for corporate and private jet charter travel. More than $125 million in fixed-wing facility expansions, including NetJets, will enhance Scottsdale Airport's position as one of the most desirable general aviation airports in the world. The greater Scottsdale Air Park area is nearly built out. Several obsolete buildings have been removed for significant redevelopment. However, the sale of state trust land and at the 101 at the northern sector of the greater Air Park area offers growth opportunities and is dubbed the Corporate Corridor. New Silicon Valley-based technology headquarters are coming to Scottsdale, and regional commercial projects are proposed to keep our economy strong. The best way to predict the future is to create a roadmap now. Scottsdale created a template and predictable future, the General Plan 2035. Our vision statement conveys just about everything you need to know about who we are, what we value, and what we expect for the future. It reads, Scottsdale will continue to be an exceptional, inclusive experience. Scottsdale is home to outstanding neighborhood livability. Scottsdale promotes community innovation and prosperity. And Scottsdale holds and respects our distinctive character and culture. Our forward-looking document carries decades of Scottsdale success, adds several new chapters, and consists of 24 elements, which strengthen and guide council actions. Subsequent ordinances will align with our guiding principles. A great community like Scottsdale is a balanced community. In many ways, Scottsdale strives for multifaceted solutions to find the perfect balance with wonderful neighborhoods, beautiful parks, respect for mountain views, clean streets, reliable and responsive city services which prioritize police and fire public safety. Council reopened community dialogue and will make modifications to the Old Town Character Area Plan, which was hastily approved in 2018. Our general plan specifically states Scottsdale will respect and be sensitive to our history and legacy found in the heart of Old Town, which defines our sense of place. Old Town character and tourism drives visitors here worldwide. Old Town should not be cast aside for 5, 10, or 12-story buildings. Excessive height and density need to be reduced and shaded walkways made mandatory at all developments in Old Town. In 2015, actions taken by the Arizona legislature essentially legalized short-term rentals everywhere, preempting local zoning oversight. Unregulated short-term rental properties violate our outstanding neighborhood livability. Valley cities fought hard to regain some control, and last year, legislation was passed which allows oversight by cities for STR registration, requires mandatory life safety measures similar to hotels, and gives us enforcement tools. After input from the public, the short-term rental industry, our council unanimously passed an ordinance with full authority measures granted under state law. Scottsdale's short-term rental licensing program is in effect, and owners of STR properties must comply with every term and condition and be held accountable. Proliferation of short-term rentals has pushed out full-time residents, disrupted neighborhood tranquility, and reduced availability of houses. Scottsdale City Council will continue to advocate for legislation to limit the number of short-term rentals and restore local city zoning oversight. Recognizing that a healthy community and competitive economy are directly based on high-quality education, I initiated a joint education committee consisting of City and Scottsdale Unified School District and Scottsdale Community College leadership. We meet quarterly to provide internships, promote career pathways, apprenticeships, and seek partnerships to nurture positive education experiences and create a strong workforce. Your city council has allocated $15 million in the budget toward affordable housing solutions, which has prompted several capable, affordable housing developers to work with Scottsdale toward solution to this very challenging shortage. Although Scottsdale has a diversified portfolio of water resources, the mega drought scorching the Colorado Basin states and Mexico is inescapable. Last year, in my State of the City address, I asked Scottsdale to reduce water use by 5%. We were the first in the valley to activate our drought management plan and respond when Tier 1 shortage was declared by the Bureau of Reclamation. City operations reduced our water use by 8% by continuing innovative practices and doing simple things like not planting winter grass. Water users citywide reduced usage also, but missed the 5% goal. This month, the state of Arizona entered Tier 2 shortage due to the historic decline of Lake Powell and Lake Mead, the sources of Central Arizona Project water. Close to 50% of Scottsdale, those residing north of Shea, rely on Central Arizona Project water. Scottsdale Water Department has invested in diverse and reliable water portfolios. We have infrastructure, technology for reclaimed water, treatment and delivery, but I must again ask for 5% savings. Our actions today put us in a better position, but I will not sugarcoat the crisis. Scottsdale relies on Colorado River water for a large percentage of our drinking water, and conditions on the Colorado are not expected to improve anytime soon. We must remain steadfast and take real action because severe shortages are predicted by the Bureau. With careful and thoughtful water management, our current residents, businesses, and visitors will have sustainable water for many years to come. We are committed to conservation and safeguarding the environment. Please learn about our sustainability plan to improve the quality of life for all residents and counteract the heat island effect. We must preserve the Sonoran Desert now and for future generations. Our sustainability plan, drought management plan, and general plan led to adoption of new building codes to conserve energy, save water, provide for alternative power options, and make it easier to install electric vehicle chargers. After extensive input, support from architects, engineers, real estate associations, and affinity groups, the Green Building Code was adopted. Scottsdale is the first in Arizona to make the Green Building Code mandatory for new construction. The Building Code education and the Green Building Code will roll out this year, and it will pay dividends for decades, lower our utility bills, and keep us healthy. Scottsdale remains agile. We do not ignore problems or sidestep challenges. We take them head on. Here's another example. The municipal job market has become increasingly competitive. It is increasingly difficult to attract and retain people to serve our community. No profession is more demanding than public safety, especially the police department. To make sure we remain competitive to attract officers and retain them, the City Council recently approved the 7-step pay scale program for sworn police officers. This will ensure that we retain the best of the best so that Scottsdale remains safe. That makes me proud, and I hope it makes you proud too. I am honored to serve with my council colleagues. Now's a good time to hear from members of the Scottsdale City Council. We asked, "What are you most proud of in Scottsdale?" Here's what they said.
I'm especially proud of the fact that we've managed our finances exceptionally well in the midst of an historically high level of economic uncertainty. Despite record-setting inflation, a crisis in the supply chain, and labor shortages, we've improved our balance sheet by increasing cash reserves and paying down public safety pension liabilities. We were also able to fund a pay increase for our police, as well as all other city employees, which helps ensure we take care of those who serve our community.
Our indigenous ancestors dug canals to provide water for their communities and farms. And today, our water department continues that history of innovation. The latest example of this innovation is the Thomas Groundwater Treatment Facility. This facility uses reverse osmosis to purify water stored in the ground. This groundwater gives us another source of water in addition to the Colorado, Salt, and Verde rivers.
Like most residents looking back on 2022, I find the increase in citizen involvement at the city issues inspiring. Resident turnout was strong in both the primary and the general election, as well as for the council candidate forums. And we've seen higher attendance at open houses for development projects. More residents are sharing their opinion about the direction of our city. We need to maintain that so that residents have more say in shaping Scottsdale's future. Thank you.
Let's talk trash. A few months ago, I noticed that our downtown alleys were in need of renewal and very few businesses were recycling. With the help of Commissioner Scheck, I was able to form the Downtown Scottsdale Recycle and Alley Refresh campaign. We are cleaning up debris, fixing up our dumpsters, and encouraging businessmen to recycle. This has been a really big success. Shout out to our staff and especially Dave Bennett with our solid waste department for doing such a great job. Thank you.
Scottsdale Cares, the program funded through paying $1 extra each month on your water bill, generated $150,000 that was used to fund 15 different vetted nonprofits that benefit Scottsdale residents. Please consider supporting Scottsdale Cares when you pay your water bill. It helps provide these services that are necessary when our people need a helping hand. Thank you.
Scottsdale's leadership in conservation is many generations long, and this year has been no exception. Our City Council protected a wildlife corridor, added new parks, and continued our tradition of excellence by passing new green building codes. These codes will deliver healthier indoor air, stringent water conservation, lower utility bills, cleaner air, and healthier people. I'm incredibly proud that Scottsdale is having a positive impact in our world.
Thank you, council colleagues. And Betty, I keep hearing from the downtown merchants what a great job that renewal in our Old Town is. So let's looking forward to 2023 and beyond. Scottsdale is amazing because we dare to fulfill high expectations every day. The best way to predict the future is to prepare for the future today. The men and women of the Scottsdale Police Department respond with courage, with courtesy, and with dedication, whether answering a call to your neighborhood or by staying vigilant at every local and world-class event in Scottsdale. We are thankful for the courageous Scottsdale Police Special Assignment Unit, which executed an arrest warrant under fire, most proud of their unflinching valor, professionalism, and we stand side by side with other law enforcement partners. Thanks, Chief. Scottsdale Fire is fully equipped, professional, and keeps us safe by prevention awareness. I should also mention that the council directed that we have our own emergency medical transport rather than have a third-party provider. In Scottsdale, should an incident require police, fire, or both, we will, from point of crisis, provide medical transport directly to the hospital emergency doors. Scottsdale fulfills higher levels of service for our safety. This year, the proliferation of short-term rentals continues to threaten our neighborhoods. Today, I'm asking that our council and city staff initiate text amendments to place short-term rentals as a separate zoning category in our zoning ordinance. We will continue to push for density caps, density restrictions, and distancing measures to rein in short-term rentals. Similar to the short-term rental debacle, which originated at the Arizona legislature, there are forces at the legislature attempting to preempt our oversight of dense apartments. This is a concerted national campaign by multi-housing interests to subvert our zoning rights. Their aim is to overwhelm cities like Scottsdale. Essentially, with the flight of populations from dense urban cities, the multi-housing interests want to cut their losses there and bring massive density here. Their lobbyists and elected sympathizers blame mayors and city councils from Peoria to Gilbert to Chandler and in between. They demand that Scottsdale bend to their will and are trying to use the legislature as their tool. Know this, as your mayor and council, we will not capitulate to their demands. There are over 220,000 unbuilt housing units already entitled in Metro Phoenix. Reckless short-term rentals and unlimited dense apartments are so wrong for Scottsdale. Looking forward, there are elements in the legislature now threatening to take control of our Scottsdale water facilities. Scottsdale Water is the most sophisticated integrated water resource and delivery system in all Arizona. And some legislators are attempting to hijack our facilities to benefit out of jurisdiction wildcat subdivisions. Know this, as your mayor and our city council will fight to protect our Scottsdale taxpayer assets. Any attempt to take over our water facilities or water resources will not be tolerated. Scottsdale is a strong community and stronger working with other cities to defend against outside special interests, which try to exploit us. Respectfully, Maricopa County Supervisor Galvin, understand that Scottsdale water cannot be commandeered in favor of unbridled dry lot growth in outlying county areas outside of Scottsdale. Scottsdale taxpayers, Scottsdale voters invested in the best water facilities in the country, and we don't take kindly to anyone trying to muscle into our waterworks, especially when we abide meticulously to the law triggered by the drought. As to county areas outside of the city of Scottsdale, they have water. Bulk sales are available in their immediate vicinity. We earned our reputation as a wonderful place to live, an exciting destination to visit, and a great place to do business. Everything the people of Scottsdale have accomplished is worth protecting, and we will stand our ground. The City Council appointed the Protect and Preserve Task Force, a group of resident volunteers who will play a crucial role in our future. The task force will identify and quantify unfunded needs for protecting, preserving, and maintaining all public open spaces, including 44 city parks, the Indian Bend Wash, and certainly the McDowell-Sonoran Preserve. We must ensure that all community investments are sustainable. Now I suspect some naysayer will say, why is the city asking residents to uproot their grass while providing beautiful lawn seating at the Civic Center campus? Or why grass at city soccer fields? Or why grass at the dog parks? Yes, the mega drought demands that we conserve scarce water resources, but we know there are trade-offs. We cherish outdoor spaces, and over the next year, the task force will explore and recommend how we can protect and sustain our open space and related public safety measures if necessary. We encourage you to stay informed and participate in this process. The outcome will be incredibly important as we invest in our future. This year, there are known and unknown challenges. Some are large, some are small. Time and time again, Scottsdale has shown that hard work and smart choices shape the city we love. Today, the destination we call home is Scottsdale. When I visualize the future, I think of the future Scottsdale as our Scottsdale destiny. We shape the future now by holding true to our values. We can agree that we will not compromise our Scottsdale identity. We will not compromise our reputation and the innovative legacy entrusted to us. We have challenges to face, but we fulfill high expectations every day. Be excited, Scottsdale. Be proud. This is going to be an incredible year. Thank you.